gets your physiological altitude up there. So be aware, 3 cigarettes will take somebody up to 8,000 feet, even if they're sitting at sea level. I mentioned earlier getting the vitamin A. You might also consider getting adding to your diet and ensure that you're getting vitamin B and C. What'll do this for me? A balanced meal, a little bit of everything. Eggs, butter, cheese, liver, apricots, peaches, vegetables, and cod liver oil if you're into it. Develop an effective scan technique. How do we do this? Yeah, it's awful tough. A series of fixations, looking out there for it, and breaking the sky into 10-degree segments. And given commercial airline pilots, I've never seen anybody do an effective job. I wish they did, especially when I was jump seating to and from work. 4 to 5 seconds in each of the panels to take a look and see if you can see anything. What am I going to look at? I'm going to focus on a cloud or something that's out more than 5 miles away, and then the eye won't be suffering from that empty field myopia at focal length of 30 feet. My eye will be zooming out there to some distance, and as my eye is focused out there at distance, then I'm working on this scan. In the following slides, notice in the lower right-hand corner of this one, 16 seconds. I'll call off the seconds as you watch out there and look for an aircraft that's in a mid-air collision. The closure speed of this environment is approximately 500 knots. So the other aircraft is doing 200 knots. This one's doing 300 knots for a 500 knot closure speed. We're all below 10,000 feet except the T-38 that we're sitting in right now. His minimum speed is 250 knots or 300 knots. And the C-130 that's out there someplace is doing 200 knots indicated airspeed. So I'll call off the time remaining, and you look out there and see if you can find the screen. If you don't find the aircraft before 3 seconds, before I say 3 seconds remaining, you can't respond in time. You can't avoid the collision. So here comes. 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, you're dead, 2, 1, 3/4. Well, that happened awfully fast. And that's the way things happen. So an effective scan technique, where was that aircraft traffic? That traffic was right on the horizon line. Anytime you see something on the horizon line, he's at your altitude, or if he's closing towards the horizon line, he's coming up or down to your altitude. Depth perception. Remember that scanning at 30 feet focal length versus infinity? It's extremely critical to get that eye out there. So focus on that cloud as I described, or other object out there, and do not rely on TCAS, ACAS, TIS-B, or other products to keep you separated from that traffic. Why did I say that you only had 3 seconds? Well, here's the reason. The brain processing time. Perception takes a second, if you were looking in the right place at the time. Decision on whether it's a problem could be 2 seconds, and the action takes 0.4 to 0.8 seconds. So you don't have time to do anything unless you're looking out there for the traffic. The visual system is a 2-mode visual system. We talked about the focal mode, and tasks requiring acuity and resolution. It's all exclusively visual, requires good lighting, requires conscious attention, confined to the optical center of the eye, the fovea, and actively focuses on objects for resolution. The ambient mode orients us to the ambient environment, tells us where we are and whether we are in or the environment are moving, includes the entire retina of the eye, functions quite well at low levels, light levels, and does not require acuity correction. Passively takes in the quality of the surroundings and functions as at a reflex level rather than a conscious level to let us know what's going on, and keeps us in balance, provides spatial orientation, posture, and gaze stability. Your peripheral vision. What happens as we go off of our central vision? You may have 20/20 vision or better, but just 5 degrees off, it drops to 20/60 vision instead of 20/20. And if you're getting as much as 15 degrees off your central vision, we're getting down to 20 to 133. So to spot aircraft and other traffic out there, look what happens. It goes from 2.7 nautical miles that you might see something down to 0.4 mile, and that's a little bit too late. Now let me describe and go through some visual illusions, glare effects and the autokinetic effect. Glare and haze causes problems in seeing other aircraft and what's going on. Here we have haze, and what you see may not be where you perceive it to be. The autokinetic effect is a phenomenon when you're looking out and you think you see another aircraft or something out there, when in fact the static light appears to move because the eye fatigues. So increases in brightness, sizes, and numbers of light reduce that autokinetic effect. What's an illusion? It's a fake or misinterpreted sensory impression from any sense. So you look out the window and you think everything's going fine when you're flying at night. Am I flying level? Well, glance down at that attitude indicator, and that line you see across what you might think was the horizon is really a road, and the horizon is about a 30-degree left bank of this aircraft with nose down. So, eye of an eagle, you need to have it. Don't stare, be aware, the eyes have it, and there you have Aerospace Physiology Vision presented by Ron Diedrichs. Have a good day.